Oh boy, Torpo was warning us about how long these levels got. I'm sorry to anybody watching this in one sitting.
The final Hell Priest location remains unknown.
Thanks, Vega.
I've seen streams go for hours and hours. It's fine.
Guardian are destroyed. We will require assistance in order to locate the final Hell Priest. I believe Dr. Hayden can help us with our search.
Oh, where the hell has that guy been?
Command station.
So something I haven't quite been able to figure out. Is this his fault?
Partially, he was a head researcher at the UAC. What his stake in this is, we're going to learn a little bit more about. In fact, I should probably be bringing up some codex entries, because this is a bit of a lore-heavy episode. Or at least it can be.
I mean, he is the one who made you just fuck off and walked away with the Crucible.
Stop everything. Look at that. We're unlocking this right now. Power-ups? Fuck that. Sentinel battery in there. Cha-ching. Lore can go out the window. We've got a funny outfit to unlock.
I mean, it's no Mullet Slayer.
Behold!
It's the classic. It's the original.
Sure is.
A shame that it doesn't look jank as hell.
I don't know, it looks pretty jank. It's got an exposed midriff and a fat ass.
It should be a lightly animated sprite.
That'd be cool, actually. Make it, like, pixelated and shit. Alright, so here's some other stuff that you can unlock with, Sentinel batteries. Like, you can unlock weapon mods. I believe that one of the... Like, you have to use Sentinel batteries to unlock all of the weapon mods and such. So this isn't like an extra one.
No, if you're going for full completion, you need to do this shit.
Yeah. But I think you'll get plenty of Praetor tokens without actually using the Sentinel batteries to unlock anymore, though.
No, but honestly, it's usually just easier to get the batteries.
It can be. Just make sure to find them and do all the challenges and such.
Yeah, no, they're actually not that hard to come by, in my opinion.
I just unlocked that one so I can get this upgrade that makes the aura around you that shows the map a little bit bigger.
Yeah, the exploration stuff is very good.
Very useful, yes. More so in this game, since just finding shit's easier and more fun to begin with.
Also, the maps are significantly larger in this.
Yes.
In case the length of the video hasn't hammered that home.
Time for more
This
podcast.
is the Resistance Network. In an unbelievable turn of events, the Supergore nest has been destroyed. Reports from ARC personnel in the field say that they have seen a significant decrease in demonic activity across the globe. Many believe this is proof that the Doomslayer himself has in fact joined the resistance effort and has successfully eliminated key figures within the ranks of the challenged. Operatives working inside the UAC cultist organization claim that the leader of that division, Priest Dayag Ranok, was in fact removed from his office recently by the Slayer himself.
Removed.
As key leadership within the Mortally Challenge continue to fall, we are seeing a decreased threat from the demons on all fronts. This has given the Resistance a key advantage in the war for Earth. The UAC continues to deny any knowledge of his existence. As surviving members of the ARC network, it is the belief of this station that these reports are in fact true. We believe the Slayer has joined us in the battle against the demons. To anyone still listening to this broadcast, know that there is hope, and he is out there.
I love the idea, just the image of Doom Guy vibing to this fucking MIDI soundtrack in his throne in his room while reading about cooking.
I know. There's just the marimba in the background of this, like, extremely important news conference.
This is how Doom Guy spends his days when not hunting demons.
Time to head in the Ark complex, which is one of the last bits of humanity remaining, which I'll talk about more in a minute. For now, we're going to go back to the main menu, which is the only place you could change Doom Guy's skin. You can change your weapon skins in the menu, but you have to actually go back to the main menu to change the skins for the Doomslayer. There we go. Classic. Exposed tummy and all.
There were a handful of like Twitch Prime things too, and one of my favorites was the guy doing the very shitty Doom Guy cosplay.
Oh yeah, the like cardboard costume, that one was good.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Ark.
Dr. Hayden is just across.
Wait. Oh, wait. Vega got cut off for some reason. Sorry, the subtitles are down there.
Good news for the faithful. The deceiver, Samuel Hayden, has fallen.
So have I! So the Ark, it was formed following the collapse of civilization by a handful of remaining bureaucrats, government officials, and military leaders that managed to survive. And they use like protective military bases to actually attempt to resist against the demon invasion. So the Ark is one of the last remaining bits of resistance against the UAC and the demons.
I'm shocked that politicians would save their own skins. And rich people.
And that they were working together.
Right. There does come a point where teamwork will rise within the soul of even the most, like, selfish fella. I tried to make that sound, like, poetic. I failed.
You tried. It's fine, you're so distracted playing this game, I understand.
So I think this is about the point where I start, like, officially getting good at this game. Now, I've gotten used to everything. Holy shit, you're huge.
But look at a little heart, look at a little heart.
It's because you've got a heart now.
Huh?
What? Oh.
Oh.
It's possessed. Oh no. Oh no. Your powerful rock-hard abs are destroying everything they touch.
There might be a demon in these chairs.
You're too shredded.
That looks very Steam early access.
Kinda, yeah. It felt like a Source Engine quirk. So a little bit more about Dr. Hayden's involvement in everything. In 2150, after the invasion on Mars, Earth and Mars kind of lost communication with each other, but Samuel Hayden returned to Earth just in time to help aid in the resistance against the demonic invasion, which I suppose he feels... I think that he does feel like a legitimate responsibility for starting, so he actually has to make some attempt to stop it. But he's also gone missing. The UAC, at least, doesn't know where he is, and he doesn't seem to be involved in much right now.
Okay, that's just a weird character turn, because at the end of 2016, he was, like, very obviously being evil.
Yeah,
Like, ends justify the means kind of evil, but still.
it would track a little more that he was part of the invasion.
Right, but you do remember what happened to
What the
Olivia
fuck?
Pierce when she was trying to join forces with Hell, so maybe something similar happened to Sammy.
To be fair, that's because she was a liability to his business.
Well, I'm more referring to the fact that Hell betrayed her, and she turned into the Spider Mastermind.
True.
Did she turn into the Spider Mastermind, or was it she was sacrificed to summon the Mastermind kind of thing?
That seems more accurate, actually.
There is enlightenment.
I'm very close to getting my flaming meat hook, so I'm going to focus a lot on killing that way. Meat hook, meat hook, meat hook.
Gently roast your meat.
Toasty.
But not too much, because well done is terrible.
Despite the word, you do not want a well-cooked steak.
1 second, guys. Hold up. All right, back to business.
Hang on, coin for my homies.
One more. There we go. Flaming hook. You probably should get this faster than I did. This is stupidly useful.
It's busted as shit.
How much stronger is it?
It's not much stronger, but it sets enemies on fire, which gives you a steady stream of armor. That's gonna be... I don't know if fire itself does much damage, or any at all, but it helps immensely with your survivability.
Yeah, because now you have 2 sources of fire.
Yeah, your flame and your meat hook.
Oh, I thought his head popped off.
Oh, meat... Oh, that would've been great.
Yeah, the meat hook is good for, like, meatier enemies, so...
Catly.
Who give better armor.
I tried.
One day you'll figure out how to open doors. Oh no, it's not actually a demon, it's just a toilet ghost.
Yeah, there's one demon left somewhere. Where is he? I hear him gurgling.
It's got the worst shits right now.
I don't have anything in my size!
There we go. We just had to wait for this revenant to bust the door down. Sorry, I missed my cue.
At least the Revenant knows how to open doors, unlike you.
I like how the fact that she sounds so, like, synthesized and recorded means that they prepared for this day.
It's like in Fallout New Vegas when Dr. House dies, he sends out an automated email.
I didn't know that.
It's pretty great because, like, it was clearly written before he died in preparation for his death.
That feels, from the little I know about House, that feels very in character.
Gusher. That's all I can think of when I see that blue blood as they explode. It's just fucking gushers.
Alright, so as I fight, allow me to share a little bit more about Samuel Hayden. Essentially what he planned on doing, if you remember at the end, Samuel Hayden stole from us the Crucible, which is where that sword came from. Just gonna collect stuff and then move on. Which he actually researched afterwards in order to create like a faux, if you will, Argent energy so that he could help solve the Earth's energy crisis with a little bit less hellish energy. Like artificial Argent energy, if you will.
Ah, yes, artificial hell.
Pretty much. And in turn, when he did return to Earth to help with the demonic invasion, Samuel became a bit of like a mythical figure in due in no small parts of the fact that he's a 10-foot robot. But from my understanding, I think that the Crucible might be what's powering what's left of the Earth's power.
No, these are all actually just gas-powered generators.
There's got to be more gas now.
Yeah, that's the demon's one weakness. They stay away from the gasoline.
They all have horrible asthma.
Wait, gasoline? Oil is made from dinosaurs, which the devil created. Oh no! They're one of us.
I wonder if there are devil worshippers out there who also believe in creationism.
I mean, wouldn't they go hand in hand in a bit? Like, if there's devil, there must be a god. Even in this world, there's the makers.
To be fair, there's like multiple kinds of Satan worshippers.
True.
Well, there's a difference between devil worshipper and Satanist.
Yeah.
Hang on, gotta prove something. Proven.
See? It's cool on paper. It takes way too long to charge up. You can speed up its charge a little bit by upgrading it, but it's still really not enough. You move slower, it still takes a long time. It's not worth the effort.
Yeah, they took siege mode and nerfed the shit out of it.
I mean, it needed to be nerfed.
It needed to be nerfed, but this is like severe.
Well, you're right. Even just looking on the map, you could tell that the Slayer Gate key was right nearby the gate.
Yeah, it's actually really easy to get. I won't be getting it till the end of the level, though. I do not see those climbable walls, I guess. But I do see the climbable rail.
Frankly, it looks like you could just jump to it.
Pretty close, yeah. There's some climbable wall over on the side, but I guess I just missed it. Don't worry, I'm getting it, though.
Sorry, did you just rocket at him? Just like nothing personnel kid his ass.
It's what I do. I love the flabby chin of the carcass. In games like this, when you have fat characters, they're always like also really buff. The carcass is all flab. It's not like the Mancubus, who's like more fat jacked.
Because he's all cyber bullshit.
True. Oh boy. Oh, these are great. I'll be reading this in a second. This is a... We're going to be meeting Dr. Elena Richardson here in a second. She has somehow studied the Doomslayer and left some audio logs of her findings. And Thorn, you said that you weren't a big fan of the fact that the Doomslayer being the Doomslayer is being his ultimate destiny. If you still feel that way, not sure how you're going to like these.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson, log entry 002. Subject analysis of Doomslayer, January 24th, 2163. There is no chance that the subject is a demon. We have blood samples pulled from the Mars base event that show his blood type is AB positive. He is male with a genome that makes him very much a member of the human race. But the enhanced strength, speed, and athleticism...
Also, the AB and AB positive stands for always blasting.
...that there are foreign bodies present of unknown origin. I cannot, as a contributing member of the scientific community, agree with the assumption by some of my colleagues that he is, for lack of a better word, a god, an avenging angel, the right-handed
Jerking off the Doomslayer, I see.
Sins. But I cannot ignore...
I wonder if the Doomslayer is humble.
The identity
I don't think the Doomslayer gives a shit.
The fire and brimstone element to this catastrophe...
Feel about me how you will, I guess.
It has definitely shaken my scientific resolve.
I guess it kind of makes sense that if you are crazy strong like this, people are going to make assumptions.
True.
And they're going to get ridiculous. The problem is, even the game seems to think, like, this is getting kind of Ayn Randian, where there's only one guy in the world who can take on hell. It would be nice if there was a little less of that bullshit and a little more of what we saw earlier, where Doom Guy showing up brings hope to Earth and the rest of Earth rises up with him. And we're not seeing any of that. Doom Guy is the only guy who can do anything.
Stealth is the only Sentinel who can do anything.
Yeah, like maybe more Sentinel involvement would help, but I feel like the way the story progresses like that way, that Doom Guy is such a solitary person and a solitary, like, force, is more for gameplay purposes, so that the player doesn't have to rely on, like, AI or other people to get objectives done.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's just the narrative acknowledging that he's the only one who does or can do anything.
Honestly, I would like a cutscene where just Doom Guy finds some humans, manages to save them, and through inspiration or anything, another human picks up a gun, saves some humans at the same time, and the two of them tear shit up at the same time. That would save everything for me.
No, no, it's an issue of player empowerment that a lot of games have. Just either they treat you like shit or suck your dick, but no in between.
You're right, actually. That's a good way of looking at it.
It's actually one of those issues that I had with Half-Life 2, funny enough, is like everyone worships the ground you stand on despite being one of the people responsible for the shit situation they're in.
Yeah, you're just a dude in Half-Life. It's not like in this game where you are... It is confirmed that Doomslayer is human. Like, that is confirmed. But just check out my arms. These are not the arms of a human.
I mean, they are if you work hard enough and dehydrate yourself.
Doom Guy doesn't drink enough water. That's his biggest character flaw. Though, Thorn, I will say, that is an amazing idea. I love it. I'm not going to say that's exactly what's going to happen in the DLC, but something like it's a start does happen in the DLC. That's like the beginning of that line.
That's my pitch for an episode of a Doom TV series, which I know they're working on that, or a movie.
He is a god.
Like an authentic one, not the Doom movie.
Humankind's
Yeah.
rage.
A Doom movie, not the Doom movie.
Yeah.
To
Either of
overcome
them.
that which would threaten our survival. He is
And to really drive it home, it needs to be a nerdy scientist who starts out as a coward.
I mean, again, it's like you've already seen the DLC almost.
You know what? I'm waiting for it. I'm looking forward to it.
Alone. If he can't,
It's a similar issue that, like, even the game that this rips off, Halo, an issue they had for a while, which is this weird fixation on exceptionalism.
And then Master Chief is so much better than everyone else.
The Master Chef is amazing, and also the only Spartan left and the only one to survive, which they later sort of remedy, but that's a whole different beast.
Tried to skip a few steps there. Also, we're starting to break Elena Richardson's scientific resolve. She's starting to think that we could be a god. I mean, a god that can't break glass.
I feel like the god thing is a weird leap in logic.
A bit. Also, I one thing that we were talking about the plot, and when we finished listening to the first codex, immediately after she got done talking, I fell off a cliff. So I feel like I had to stop and laugh at that.
I mean, what's to say he's not just a hippo? Hippos probably took out a few demons.
Oh my god.
Hippos probably took out a lot of demons, actually.
The animal kingdom joins forces with the humans to fight the demons. Dude, this is getting awesome. Doom 2016 3, you better be listening. I couldn't say Doom 3, because that's already a
No
thing.
one is born a sinner.
Doom 3 again.
Hard to achieve success.
Okay, I like that quote a lot, actually.
That could apply to a lot of people.
What do I do?
I just asked that if they make another third game in the series. Oop.
Evolution is our destination.
Shut up!
When they arrive,
No, not you.
Just by default, come with a flashlight taped to a gun.
Just literally duct tape.
And you don't have to wait for any kind of expansion for it. No, it's in the base game. That'll be revolutionary.
What?
It thought it was on flat ground.
It's the Mancubus's balloon gland. Everyone knows about it.
Makes them more round. Well, I was like running alongside that rocket for a second.
For Mancubi, size and roundness is actually a sign of a good mate.
Oh,
It's actually all part of it, because the larger they are, the more threatening they are.
I don't want to hear about Mancubus mating rituals. I want to discuss real quick another addition that they put to this game, which I'm not going to be playing. is the master levels. They're just reworked levels from the campaign made more difficult. They did one, the first one they released was for this. It just pretty much replaced enemies with harder enemies. This master level is actually really fun, and it just wasn't very hard. And I guess people agreed because they released another master level of the Super Gore Nest level, and it's a massive asshole. Really difficult. At least to me, I had a lot more trouble with that one than I did with this master level.
Can't believe this game ripped off the original Legend of Zelda with the second quest.
It'd be nice if it was a full second quest, but they're releasing the levels like piecemeal. Maybe that'll eventually become a thing, but the game's been out for a year now. I don't know how many more master levels are going to release. Nope, not that way.
Is there a secret down there?
Fuck. They're small and a little sneaky. The gargoyles are.
I could see you changing your mind.
Yeah, because I'm working on a whole bunch of masteries right now. The Heat Blast mastery is kill like 2 or 3 demons at once with the Heat Blast a whole bunch of times. Little sneaky boy.
That was mine!
That was the collector's edition! God damn it, he cornered me. This dude's pissed.
You really wanted that.
You are defenseless when you're doing that animation.
Even demons really want their fucking waifus up on a shelf. I say slowly turning around at my figurines.
I only have 2, one of Bulma and one of Android 18, but I shall also look at them in consolidation with you.
Back when I had a job and money, I liked to collect Nendos.
Alright, you guys ready to meet an old friend? Choink. Please welcome back the Pain Elemental!
No, thank you.
Or like pain in my ass elemental.
They're actually not so bad in this game. They got some moves. I made the mistake of trying to use the Destroyer Blade, which just... well, I did it, I guess. Which completely destroyed my chance of doing that with grace. But the Pain Elementals really are not that bad in this game. It's not like they flood the room with Lost Souls like in Doom 2. They just more throw Lost Souls at you, and since they're kamikaze enemies, the Lost Souls are, it's not like they stick around and constantly pester you. They are very beefy, though. Pain Elementals take a lot of firepower to take down.
But when have you ever been graceful?
I could get graceful in this game.
Then do it!
I mean,
Fucking
I've
do
been
it.
trying. My confidence, Uchi. Oh no, another life lost. See, I used a grenade. I didn't do that in the last game much.
Paint those goddamn walls, motherfucker.
I had to make sure to switch off the Destroyer Blade.
Yeah, it's gonna keep fucking you, isn't it?
Well, not anymore, because I'm not going to switch off of it.
Ah!
Give it here!
See, you've gone from punching your ghost buddies to punching whatever the fuck this is.
I've pretty much already gotten all the runes I want. From now on, it's just like, I'll take whatever's there.
Yeah, that's an issue I kind of have with this, and like, I don't know of any way to remedy it. Which is like, you're always gonna immediately go for the runes you want, and then it's just like, oh, I found it again, I guess.
Your salvation lies with us.
At that point, it's just collecting for the sake of collecting.
I stuck with her because I liked her animations in that one.
Him?
That's one way to take an elevator, I guess.
Also, don't we not exist? I thought you were denying that we were real. Hi, whoa!
Berserk time!
Rip and tear.
The Berserk is great as usual, but I will say I think it's a downgrade because I'm pretty sure every enemy just has one Berserk glory kill, and they get really repetitive to look at. I mean, punching shit still feels good.
It does. But also, I can only take so much ripping and tearing.
Yeah, I mean, the Imp very noticeably only has one where he stretches them and tears them in half like that. You see that over and over again.
So, yeah, it's... The other cannon fodder, I forgot what they're called, the one with the gun.
Zombies?
Yeah, sure, zombies. Very obviously only had one.
Yeah, the head-tearing one.
Yep.
Yeah, so the Berserk could have had just a few more animations, then it would have felt great.
Variety is the spice of death.
Yeah, that's pretty much a challenge to do different glory kills. Oh wait, that's not what it's called in this game. That's what it's called in the last game. I was trying to act like that I was adding on to what you said for informative reasons, but haha.
You tried. It's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah, thank you. This fight's pretty hectic. I remember dying a lot here on my first playthrough.
Really? Because I remember when I played through it, it wasn't that bad.
Well, if you use the Berserk as effectively as possible, it probably isn't.
Yeah, I'm always kind of anal about saving it for, like, when there's too many big boys.
Hi, sir. Whoop. Don't want to miss that book.
Hearing things.
Behind the desk. In the files.
I just had a thought. So demons are brutal and gory. I mean, just look at their architecture, which is just applying meat to everything.
Well, that or just, like, super brutalist.
So do you think they fear the Doom guy who's even more brutal than them, or do you think they kind of respect him?
They fear the Doom guy's love of Art Deco.
I mean, it depends on the level of intelligence. I think that there are some demons that are absolutely more intelligent than others. The others they probably fear him, but are just following orders. The more intelligent ones may have more respect for them.
Definitely the cannon fodder, at least, are afraid to some degree.
Because if you look at, like, the architecture of, like, an Arachnotron, I feel like it takes a decent level of intelligence just to have any motor skills with that body.
It's all brain.
Yeah. That dude can calculus like nobody's business.
It has no other skills.
Motor skills and math, that's it.
Motor skills and math are skills.
Whee!
Alright, so as we established earlier, there were two giant tentacles that were blocking the entrance to the Ark facility. So now we gotta use a couple guns to take them out. And here's gun number 1.
It's like a normal gun, but bigger. Only I was bigger, thought Doom Guy. Only my guts were huge.
Are you controlling this, or is it a cutscene?
It's a cutscene. I kind of wish you could control it. I remember I watched Markiplier play through this game, and he mentioned that he was really upset by the fact that this was a cutscene.
It's fucking Doom Guy with a big gun. Of course it's a bit disappointing, but also it's like, what would you do other than just shoot the one thing?
I mean, you could have made it a minigame where you shoot cacodemons or something.
What year is it again?
You know what would have made it forgivable? If the gun punched the tentacle.
Yes.
That would have made up for the non-punch from a few levels ago.
Chili.
Fucking fire and ice. Amazing. Revolutionary.
Yeah, believe it or not, enemies that you flame belch do not melt if they're frozen. They just spew out armor while they're frozen.
I do love that you just sat there as that imp swatted you.
I feel like I was trying to kill it a specific way. Like, I'm trying to build up my heat blast, but all the enemies are too weak and die too quickly for me to do that.
They need is bigger guts.
Our trans-dimensional friends shall not walk on tainted ground. Earth must be cleansed.
Earth must be disinfected. Grab a mop. Oh, haha, fucking.
Do you think she's AI or was she a paid actor?
That's a great question. I feel like she's an AI. It's not like you ever see her. Did you see him, like, bounce off the wall ass first? I mean, like, even in Doom 2016, you saw the hologram man in the credits. He was just standing there, but he was there. You never see her body, so I'm assuming that she's just an AI.
It sounds like a series of canned lines to me.
Yeah.
Or just, maybe not an AI, just... Damn it, I couldn't kill them both. Maybe not an AI, just like a created person, like a 3D model that's animated.
Finally! A Vocaloid.
Sure, or a Vocaloid.
Vocaloids for hell.
I've heard some Vocaloid death metal. There's actually this one metal Vocaloid song called Daiben that's really good. It's got this, like, odd off-tune piano jank. Sounds really cool.
My favorite instrument, the piano jank.
It's more of a technique, but I wish it was an instrument.
Oh.
Again, I didn't even pay attention to which rune I got. I'm not going to use it.
You think it's warm when that happens?
Oh yeah, very toasty. About as warm as sticking a fork in an electrical socket.
I mean, I wouldn't know how warm that is, but please tell me.
I mean, I wouldn't know either.
I think that exceeds warm.
I mean, it's not warm. You know, like the sun. If you call it warm, you're technically not wrong. You're just underselling it. I like the flop that he did in midair. Oh, I see a haste. Am I gonna get it? Or am I gonna make Torp mad?
Look, I've learned that I'm only mad when talking about Commander Keen.
Have you learned that, or have people told you that?
Sometimes you need people to tell you to learn about yourself.
My raw, unyielding hatred of Commander Keen is what fuels me every day. Ah, it's always satisfying.
His globuleness helps a lot.
Seeing them die in horrible ways gives me life because I despise that enemy.
Again, like, if I had to choose like, I normally love Doom's enemies and wouldn't live without them, but I would gladly live without a carcass.
It's the special kind of enemy in a game that, like, it's not hard or anything, it's just an asshole. It exists to make you and only you miserable.
Not even miserable, just inconvenienced.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a dude who walks up to you, makes you drop your keys, and then runs away every day.
While chuckling the entire time.
By that point, you could get a restraining order.
Yeah, have we tried that against the carcasses? Take it to demon court?
That's my point.
Oh, well, yes, but...
It's just like every day you go into school, and every day you see on your locker just a mean sticky note.
A mildly mean one.
Mildly mean.
It's like that one stock image that has a kid looking sad at their computer with a mean message typed in Microsoft Word.
And all it just says is, "You're a nerd."
Yeah, pulls up Word. Oh, time to cyberbully myself. So that's if you don't know where to go, you just gotta walk over here and have the cyber mancubus pop out of the ground, which opens the way to go. If he didn't do that, if he just stayed put, we would have been screwed.
Is it marked on the map ahead of time?
Probably is, yeah. Ow! Whipped me in the butt. Oh god, too close.
They really love cornering you with these guys.
That one didn't have much effectiveness at all, though. Haha, just like your brother. What? What?
Just like my what, bitch?
Every time he's doing that sick dodge.
No, I think the fireball shooter just has a bigger hitbox than it leads on.
No, I like to think that because of his animation, he was dipping every time he tried to shoot the same spot.
So fast you don't even see it.
Want to see me do it again?
How long can you move in stop time, Doomslayer?
Cool. Anyway.
Delicious strawberry preserves.
God, I hate the gloop. I hate the gloop. I hate the gloop. I hate the poop, and I hate the snoop. Excuse me.
That's right. Jacob hates grape soda. This is just a fact.
I don't like it.
It's not great.
No.
It's definitely not great.
It's not grape either. Whatever the fuck it is.
Generic purple flavor. You see the color purple and some bubbles, and you're like, yeah, I guess this is what it tastes like. Stop, behave yourselves. Jesus. Hey, I didn't see you there. Just give me an old pat on the butt.
Great job, buddy.
Hey, thanks. Hey, wait a minute. Do you think there are sports in hell?
I think it's just blood sports.
Hey, yeah.
Hell doesn't really have that many multitudes.
Oh. So I was supposed to leave this, and now the door won't open. So now I have to go back down and back up again to make the door open. Again, rough around the edges, this game.
Damn, these demons mildly inconveniencing you.
Ah, Carcass did this, I knew it.
So once again, you go back to the button, there's a sticky note that just says you're a nerd.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
I'm a geek, motherfucker.
Still fighting, huh? Not anymore, bitch. Love it. I didn't realize how often you see like zombie men just smacking the shit out of other zombies like that.
I was wondering what was going through your head when you decided to do that hook, because you hit every single bit of electricity.
And it doesn't hurt you that much. This is one of those obstacles, it's like, it's so inconsequential, who cares?
You'll probably get the health back at the end of the meat hook.
Right.
Everyone knows the electricity isn't what you see anyway.
I mean, I guess it's better than doing too much damage and killing you instantly. All right, so pressing that button opens that door, but it also opens a door back here, which will lead to some secretude.
Ooh.
Got a page.
Gas, gas, gas.
Oblivion is possible to... Oh.
It's okay, you tried. Not terribly hard, but you tried.
Quad machine. We got Quake music now.
Damn right you do. Fucking Quake 2, damn.
At least Quad Machine feels like it should have a font like that and not main theme.
Fair enough.
Ooh. Yeah, beautiful pile of meat.
I can't get Quake 1 working right on my computers. I can't find a source port that works. One up.
The joys of old games, really.
Alright, almost had gun number 2.
I mean, there's worse things you could try to get running, like for me with Gabriel Knight 3.
Gabriel Knight. That sounds like the name of a chef.
It's the name of a Sierra franchise.
Ah, Sierra.
First one has Tim Curry in it
Ah.
as the main character, very poorly trying to do a Cajun accent.
Ew.
That was like a quarter of his career, wasn't it?
Very poorly trying to do an accent, yeah. Oh no.
Ride successful.
Gotcha.
The path is now clear. You can access Dr. Hayden's outpost.
Please hurry, because everyone else can too.
I didn't think this through. Who's shooting out there?
The one guy who's still there. The guy who's going after Sam too.
I'm gonna get you, Sammy! Oh, hey. There we go. Taking advantage of my 3 chainsaw for once. From my knowledge, there is not an enemy that can be killed with 2 chainsaw fuel. It's either 1 or 3.
Oh yes, the two extremes.
1 or 3.
Yeah. Either a lot of gas or a little gas.
The two genders, 1 and 3.
That is a weird distinction, isn't it?
Yeah, you think, because like, there's a bunch of mid-sized enemies too.
Yeah, it really is, but even the carcasses, they take 3, and they're not too much bigger than an imp.
Well, that's because you gotta carve through all that meat.
Yeah, and all that metal, to be fair. There are a decent collection of demons that you could probably make an argument for to be killed with 2 chainsaw fuel. Like the Arachnotron, big, metal, chunky, sure, make it 3. But like a Prowler or a Carcass, no. Or even like a Whiplash, 2 I feel like would be appropriate.
So with the Arachnotron though, there's a lot of exposed meat.
That's true.
Just trying to figure out what to do with that boy.
I'm gonna do this! There we go, I was waiting for that.
Beautiful. I love the way exploded Mancubi look. It's just oh, fuck you.
There's a... Yeah, the Carcass can create a shield anywhere, even if they're on the floor below you.
See? Intro.
Yeah, exactly. Another example of inappropriate fonts for titles.
Or at least give it a cooler title.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson. Log entry 006, February 9th, 2163. The only thing they fear is him. We watched as the world
As we can see. Don't let him out!
machinery and weapons technology that we could muster against the opposition. It was useless. They moved too quickly. They cared not for themselves, only sought out the blood of humanity. They were willing to sacrifice their own To get to the heart
Really
of
wish
the
this
world.
music would stop.
We slaughtered thousands and millions more.
It kind of works.
Then he came.
Yeah,
He
it's
cut
actually
through
kind of fitting.
a sickle through a field. His fury surpassing their own. He is faster, more relentless. I believe him now to be more
fuck off.
than
God.
just a man. He is
Fuck off.
Doom.
This game gets a little cringy sometimes. We haven't seen the last of it neither.
That's as on the nose and like fan wanky as at the start when he said the Doomslayer, aka Doom Guy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Who would call him that if Doomslayer is already an established name?
I don't understand the whole, like, he is Doom bit either. It feels very forced.
Yeah, if anything, he's the opposite of Doom.
Yeah, he's a hero. Here's the thing, if he was doing all this to humans, he would be the villain.
He's literally the opposite of Doom. Doom is what's happening, that's the point.
Yeah, and he's trying to stop it.
There's a point where integrating fan shit into the canon of the story undermines your own coolness.
It does.
What I would love, actually, is instead of that shit, just like various pages from like Doom Guy's journal or something that are just him waxing poetic like he does in the comic.
Yeah.
Just that level of insane stream of consciousness thinking.
Barring that, just a file somewhere where we learn his canonical birth name, like his first name is Doom Guy. One word. And his last name is Jones or something.
Blaskowitz, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Doom Guy Blaskowicz, so that sounds cool, actually.
He's actually related to BJ.
Right. But did that surname last for hundreds of years?
Yeah, because degrees of separation don't fucking exist.
This is Dr. Elena Richardson. Log entry 007. March 3rd, 2163.
I have my PPK now.
And with him lies our salvation. For as he gains in strength, so do they fall in numbers. The priests command the armies to the north and south, but he controls the fight.
He is Doom. He is our salvation. It's like saying, God is love. He's the only man I fear.
I am a believer now. I feel it is in Doom that I have faith.
What does that mean?
This is so dumb.
This is like the purest fan wank. Oh my god.
For there is only
Like, there's plenty about this story that I like. I'm not sure this is some of it.
No, just the Elena Richardson stuff just did not need to be in the game.
The destroyer, the Slayer's time is now.
That's the last of them.
What were you a doctor of?
I don't know.
Doctor of Fine Arts.
She was studying Doomslayer's, like, body and blood and stuff, so maybe she's a biologist?
Maybe she's just thirsty.
She's a bit of that, too. Alright, so in that room is the boss. Fast travel does not unlock until you beat him, so I'm just going to cut to after I beat him so I can do the Slayer Gate, because it would feel weird if I beat the boss and then do something else.
Yeah, pacing-wise, it feels real weird.
So welcome to the future, where I beat the boss.
Just remember, gamers don't look up.
You didn't really need to.
No.
It was very visible.
So, behold, a returning enemy, the Tyrant.
Yep, can't call it the... Nope, it's the Tyrant.
But does he kind of looks like...
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Now, this is very obviously designed after the original model of the Cyber Demon, but I think the reason they call it the Tyrant instead of the Cyber Demon is because the Cyber Demon is supposed to be that ultimate project that you fight in Doom 2016, so they don't want to just have you fight a bunch of Cyber Demons. So I guess these are like prototype Cyber Demons in a way.
With bare ass.
They're big, they have a lot of health, but they are shockingly ineffective. I don't think that in the main series, in the main campaign, I have ever died to a tyrant on my first playthrough or otherwise.
It's because they're too slow and bulky.
They're very slow. They fire homing missiles at you, and as well as missiles that can rain down from the ground, but where they rain down, there's like this pentagram that is there, so you just want to avoid it.
Also, you're constantly moving anyway, so...
Exactly. Now, what is a much bigger threat is this. This is our Baron of Hell. It's gotten some upgrades. It's beefier, it's got laser blades on its wrists, and it's a lot faster and more dangerous. Now, the Baron of Hell I feel is much more dangerous than the Tyrant.
No, I agree 100%.
My only problem with the Baron of Hell is that as you do more damage to it, I guess it shows that its muscles are flaming or something, because it becomes more glowing and red, which makes it difficult to A, tell when it's on fire, and B, tell when you're ready to glory kill it.
I guess blood does also transfer heat throughout your body.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, this is the first time you see this guy as a common enemy.
Yeah, this Slayer Gate throws everything at you. Fucking a Tyrant, a Baron of Hell, and a Doom Hunter all at once.
Critical damage. My favorite part of part 4 was you trying to do that and immediately regretting it.
I tried.
Just watching you quickscope makes me feel like I've gone back in time to my COD days.
COD or Counter-Strike?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It was in both. It was in both.
Dr. Hayden's office laboratory is located at the top of this facility.
Attention. Emergency protocol.
Attention, he's lying.
Activated. Please exit the facility now.
Vega pipes up. Hey, who is she?
My God, Dr. Hayden was convinced.
So here's Doomslayer interacting with some actual humans for once.
He's always so awkward. You know, I feel like being in hell by himself for so long really fucked up his capacity to just talk to people.
Can I just say that it is an honor for me personally to meet you?
He's so awkward.
I like him.
Attention.
Hey, same. I'm just. Oh no.
Activated. Please exit the facility.
It's looking familiar.
Yes, it is.
We don't know how to access his main cortex. It's all alien. We couldn't figure it out. We have to prepare for his
Weird that. Why is it alien?
extraction. We were given specific orders.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, fuck this.
Is barely readable.
Warning. Demonic presence.
Just gonna put that on your back for now.
Entering main laboratory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marauder.
Fuck this guy so much.
I will need a good 30 seconds once this cutscene is over to fully explain this man.
I hate this man.
Looks pretty cool, though.
Opening the portal now.
What the hell are you wearing?
You were never one of us. You were nothing but a usurper, a false idol.
God, the old clunky outfit is great for this cutscene.
Let me help you to see.
See, I had the Mullet Slayer outfit on when I did this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marauder, a defensive powerhouse. You can't hurt him normally. He'll put up a shield if you try to shoot him. You're going to want to shoot him when his eyes glow green. At that point, I highly recommend switching between the ballista, the super shotgun, and the ballista again to do maximum damage. From long range, he'll throw his axe head at you. From short range, he's going to shoot you with his mini shotgun. If you shoot his shield, he will throw a dog at you. Which is... it's not as funny as it sounds. But if you take advantage of that ballista shotgun strategy, he's actually not that hard.
I absolutely fucking despise the guy, because I didn't know about that sort of thing. So I fought him and it took fucking forever. And also, he's immune to super weapons, I might add.
True, he is. Well, actually, no. I mean, spoilers, the BFG is in this game.
Oh shit.
When you... I know, right? But if you stagger him after you shoot him when his eyes glow green, you can actually shoot him with the BFG if you work fast enough. I thought you couldn't either, but then I saw a video of somebody doing it.
I don't know, he exists to be a pain in the ass, and I never liked him.
On his own, okay.
You said very damning words there.
On his own, he is not that hard. In groups, he can be a real pain. Overall, the Marauder is easily one of the most controversial additions to the game, because there is the argument to be had that he does go against the game's, fiber. The fact that he is not always vulnerable, you have to wait for him to become vulnerable. It's not like the Doom Hunter where you can take down his defenses. You have to just wait for an opportunity to strike, which does feel counterintuitive to the rest of the game. That said, I don't mind him much. If I see a Marauder, I am like, okay, here we go. I just buckle down and I'm ready to fight it. I'm not, here's a fucking Marauder. So I personally don't mind him much. I 200% understand anybody who does not like the Marauder. But lore-wise, he's really interesting. He is essentially a Night Sentinel who chose to serve Hell instead of siding with the rest of the Sentinels. He got the powers of Hell, and now he's fighting you. That's why he's so skilled and difficult to fight back. He has similar training to the Doomslayer.
But he had a shield, and you don't need a shield.
Exactly.
Shields are for cowards.
Yeah, fuck Captain America.
The cowardly bitch.
Everyone knows that shields engender complacency. I've learned this from Bloodborne.
Who added a shield in the DLC that actually worked.
Incredibly fucking good shield in the DLC.
Overshadowed by the Marauder is the fact that we found half of Samuel Hayden.
Yeah. It's the important half, presumably.
Yes, so...
I'm sure he didn't store his personality in his toes.
Right.
Directly in his ass. Oh no.
Vega did say his life sign is barely readable, so he's still alive, to some extent. In the next episode, we're going to get him back to the Fortress of Doom and get him to some level of consciousness again so that he can help us out with finding the last Hell Priest.
Gonna hotwire that Hayden.